Hey everyone, it's Jim T. Graham with RCGroups.com, and today we're looking at something that I find very interesting. You know, I've been into FPV for a while, and I was really going bigger, and then one day it occurred to me I should be trying to go smaller. And so I stumbled across this unit that's made by a user on RCGroups who goes by the username Pereth, P-E-R-E-T-H. This is a micro 4.95 gram long-range FPV unit. And it's tiny, of course, because it's 4.95 to 5.27 grams. And this is his version 2. It has a 200 milliwatt long range video transmitter. And in a little bit, I'll show you a picture of how far I got out with this unit. I want to say initially, just to answer some questions you're probably going to have, the video signal was awesome. And I was using my Sky Zone goggles to FPV this around. And I'm just going to read off some specs. One of the cool things is this has VAS blue beams on it. And if you're an FPV person, you probably own some blue beams. And if they're not the best, they're one of the best. I run it off a one cell LiPo, and I'll show you a picture of that here in a minute. And it's durable. I'm not going to tell you it's waterproof, but I will tell you that in the video that's coming up, I did stick it in the creek. Here's where you can change the channels. When you get it shipped to you, it comes with a little laminated card showing you where all the channels are. You also see the connector here for your battery. He sent me some battery connectors, which I put JSTs on, which I know isn't going to cut down on your weight, but weight wasn't a huge issue for me. And then there's also the board. I'm going to click over to his PM, and so the board is in case you wanted to pull off the Dromada's main board. But another way to go would be you could do a splitter off of your battery and split your power source going out to the Dromada and split the power going off to this unit, and then this board would keep the interference down. So there's some options. I stuck this in just so you get a little frame of reference just to see how big or actually small this unit really is. So here's my concept. I have a Dromada Omnis. You can fly into trees and the walls. It doesn't care. It's not dangerous. And I thought, what can I stick on this and fly around the backyard and have carefree FPV? And so this was my ingenious idea. I use an Omnis one cell to power the video transmitter, and I just Velcro it to the top. And it's a unit you can pop on and off. No big deal. You can put it on anything. You can move it to an airplane, an RC truck, whatever you want. And this was just my little experiment. Would the Omnis haul this rig around? Now, if it didn't haul it around, I could pull that one cell off and run it off the one cell that the Omnis is running on. But this way, the Omnis is getting full power of its LiPo, and the camera and video transmitter is getting full power off its LiPo. So, without further ado, I DVR'd the results, and let's take a look. I'll do a little voiceover while we watch how all this operated. So I hit the backyard on the creek. When I played back the video, I heard this thumping. I don't know how to describe it. Obviously, something was vibrating in a weird way. Didn't affect the way the quad flew. So this is kind of what I was shooting for, something that I could get in the trees and kind of bust through the brush. I've said this over and over. I've been on this search for a long time. So we're using the stock lens. This is what came on the unit, and you can see there's a little jello in there. It's not bad, and coming out of the DVR for this video, I think it looks pretty awesome. So here's the bridge of trouble. Get a little staticky when I go below the rock wall there. Go between the branches, get a little into the thick of the trees. Go up and see what we can see. So for a tiny camera, I think it looks awesome. The Andromeda doesn't like to come down quickly. And then I think I'm going to park it. All right, so that was my first trip. So before we jump into the next video, I did want to show you this photo. This is a Google Maps shot of our field, literally down the street from my house. So I ran out there and I just wanted to see how far out I could get this 200 milliwatt unit. This is probably 10, 15 feet in the air and, you know, almost the whole distance of the field. Now, if you mounted this on a plane, I'm pretty sure you would get a greater distance than this. This is on a quad, the Andromeda, once again, that's the size of my hand. So, um, it's kind of limited in range in the low altitudes I was flying. But that gives you an idea of what this unit will do versus some other units out there that I've worked with, which definitely did not go out this far. Jason and I will be mounting this. Jason Cole and I will be mounting this on some aerial platforms, and I'm sure in the future we'll get a better idea of how far out this thing will go. The beauty is that it's so small, I literally just take the one cell, the camera, and I could Velcro it on anything and chuck it in the air, and bam, you know, we're FPVing. So that's it. I just wanted you to take a look at that. Now we're going to jump out and look at the unit with the wide angle lens, which I think really um, it gives you a better perspective of your surroundings, especially in this little brushy type flying I'm doing. It also kind of knocks the jello totally out, and I'm a big fan of the wide angle. So let's just jump out and we'll take a look at that video. So the sun was just slightly less out when I shot this, just in case you're wondering about the brightness. For me, the wide angle really works. It lets me see things I couldn't see with the other lens, especially in this kind of situation when you're popping through brush. Definitely need to see what's around you. There's my dog. For such a tiny camera, once again, I was blown away. And these are through my Sky Zones. I have some head play units coming, and I'm really anxious to see what this looks like through the head plays. So I wasn't really shooting for long distance. The goal is to sit on the picnic bench in the back and fly around. The Andromeda is pretty good for this. It definitely is tough. I did hit a few things. You'll see in a second my last crash. But the Andromeda loses altitude pretty quickly. So you want to stay moving forward. That's the only real complaint I have of that quad platform is you lose altitude and you don't know it until it's too late. Now, the great part is it'll bounce off the ground and go back up, but it'd be nice if it was slightly more solid. But I really can't complain about a little plastic quad. The Andromeda is pretty awesome. So here you see, man, it's delivering exactly what I wanted, a lightweight 5.8 video transmitter, camera, everything in a unit. Hey, let's fly under the bridge with the brand new camera I just got. What could happen? So, to the sturdiness of the Andromeda and the camera, this occurred. I killed the throttle here. Everything got wet. Not soaking wet, but everything was wet. But everything continued to work. The Andromeda was fine. I took the camera, plugged it, and dried everything off. And it works. So this is a pretty robust little unit, I have to say. So this has been Pereth's 5.8 long range micro FPV cam. I highly suggest it if this is the kind of stuff you're looking to do. This setup is awesome. I'm Jim T. Graham with the RC Groups. I hope this has helped you. Let me clean the lens off there.